I'm joined by Xpecial after the first win for Phoenix won this split. How are you feeling coming off of that?
Feels good to finally win, obviously. I mean, I kind of joined the team late, so it's not as big of like a finally for me. It's like, good thing we're winning. Like that was my hope going into the team, so I'm happy that he won, but we still have a lot to go, for sure.
Absolutely. When you have played as long as you have and you come into kind of a situation like that where things are, for lack of a better word, at the time on fire, what can you bring as a veteran presence to a team in that type of position to help try and right the ship?
So I'm not like a magic man. I can't make magic happen, but what I can bring is I can bring a lot of leadership. I can bring in more teamwork. I bring in a different attitude and come in and not having gone through those losses, I can be a lot more cheerful about it and be like, hey guys, what's up? And hopefully everyone is accepting of that, which they have been. They've been super nice and we're all really friendly. It feels like I've been with the team for a while now and we are just gelling together really well, which is really important. And having gone through so many teams and different rosters, I've kind of realized over the years kind of what I need to do to make such a quick roster change work.
You said you've learned things over the years playing with different organizations.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything specific about working with P1, one of these newer organizations in the scene, that is different from your previous experiences on other teams?
I think P1 actually is one of the, I would say the best in terms of their treatment of their players. They spend a lot of money to make their players happy. I mean that as in like their house is nice. They have a lot of people behind the scenes that can help people. They have a lot of just great things that like the fidget spinners, all these things that just like kind of random stuff and kind of things that you don't really see from an outsider's perspective. But as a player, you kind of appreciate that. And once it's gone, you're gonna really miss it. I'm for sure gonna miss the stuff that I have on P1 because I've been around for so long, and these are the first times where I actually have a lot of these things that compared to previous teams I never had.
Your last team that you played on, Dignitas, had a mixed language roster with Korean players. P1 is somewhat the same. Obviously, Arrow and Ryu have better English than me, someone who just came over. Is there a similar situation there between in terms of communication? Are there the similar difficulties that other teams face, or have things pretty much been pretty smooth communication-wise?
So there's definitely a small language barrier, but being that Ryu played in EU for a while and Arrow just actually knew a lot of English before coming here,
right,
they are doing extremely well in terms of their English. I don't have much trouble communicating with them. There are some things, really in-depth stuff that Ryu or Arrow can't communicate, but in general it's completely fine. And compared to Dignitas, there was a bit more of a struggle with that team. I think I definitely think that English on this team is much better, and we pretty much never used Korean in-game compared to on Dignitas, we kind of had 2.5 Koreans with Keen kind of speaking both. So they kind of use Korean for some of the in-game stuff, which can be really confusing, but it's fine for the game and not a big deal overall.
Arrow was the MVP of the spring split, well-deserved, very glad he got that award. He did not look anything like that, whether it was his fault or the team's fault in the first 3 weeks. What do you think actually went wrong there? Because he looked fantastic today.
I think Arrow's a great player, obviously. We've seen that. We all know that. My goal is just to bring out the best of my AD carries. And I struggle with it sometimes, and it's not always the case, but I try my best to talk to Arrow a lot and talk to him like what he likes, what he needs, and we're just working well together. I think he's a very open guy. He's open to criticism. He's open to criticize me, and we're both veterans for a very long time, and we're just super like open about what we want, what we need, and we're not like ever upset about it, and we all just reach out to each other and make sure that we're okay with what's happening. And I just think that my experience and my ability to adapt has just really helped him kind of get back in shape and just show off his play.
Your new jungler, rookie MikeYeung, has had a great start to his LCS career. He is tough as nails. I interviewed him last week, and he has just nerves of steel. What can you say about MikeYeung as a player now, and what you expect from him as he develops throughout his career?
He is incredibly strong-willed. I think I've never expected a rookie to be the way he is. He's like, he comes in there and he's like, this is what I want, and like we're like, oh, okay. You know, a lot of times new players can be like, hey guys, like I'm new, like what do we need? Like, I'll do my best. Like, let's go, guys. No, he's like, I'm picking this champion. Like, I want to play this. I think this is good. And we're just like, oh, this guy's a rookie. Like, I don't see it. And I expect him to do more in the future. And as he learns more and more about the game, he's going to be able to do more accurate and just better decisions constantly. He's really talkative and really strong-willed now. I can't imagine how much better he'll be in a few years when he's even got more experience and even better of a team player. And he's still learning. You know, he's still young, but he's definitely very good. It's so surprising to me just to see the level of skill and level of team play that he already has.
Rift Rivals is fast approaching, and with P1 being a top 3 team in spring, you guys will be attending. Despite the community outcry regarding you guys' recent performances, you guys looked really strong today, at least compared to the previous weeks. What's the team's mentality and perspective going to Rift Rivals, and what that could potentially mean for the organization and brand?
So we're really lucky to be able to go to Rift Rivals, considering our position, and we're going to use it as a good experience and good learning experience just to play against different play style and hopefully improve a lot. And I like playing against different teams like this because you're forced to be under pressure and you're forced to play your best and see how you stack up against these other teams that are playing their best. Whereas compared to the few LCS games comparatively, you just don't have as much experience. And we're not looking at Rift Rivals as like, we gotta win this, like super important to us. We're the 3rd seed. I mean, we weren't looking too good beforehand, so we have some leeway. We don't have too much expectations on us, so we're just gonna try our best and hopefully win some games. But our goal isn't to like stomp Rift Rivals, like go NA. We're just like, I don't know how we got here, but hopefully we don't do too bad. Like that's our goal.
Especially, you've played the game longer than almost every other active pro in North America. Have your career goals changed over the course of time?
Oh yeah, definitely. Back in Season 1 to Season 2, Season 3 even, Season 4, a long time actually. I really wanted to win Worlds. That was my #1 goal. But as the years gone by, it's been harder and harder. And right now my goal is to first get to Worlds and then try win Worlds, but it's really damn hard with how good teams are nowadays. My personal goal on top of that is just like to do the best I can and to bring teams, to bring a lot to teams so that we can have a really good shot at just winning NA, going to Worlds, and beyond that is just bonus at this point. It's tough to kind of swallow that sometimes. It's like I really wanted to win Worlds for a long time, but as I grew older, I kind of realized some goals are just too far away, but I'll aim for it, but you know, I can't always hit the marks. I'll try.
Taking things one step at a time. That's a good perspective. Taking things one game at a time with Phoenix 1. Got your first victory today. Xpecial, is there anything that you'd like to say to the P1 fans as one of the newer members and to your fans as well?
So, to all the fans out there, thanks guys for supporting me and the team for however long you guys have been. Hopefully for me it's been a while. I mean, hopefully you guys didn't leave me halfway through. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, first win of the split. Hopefully we have a lot more. And thank you guys for supporting us all the way through. Thank you guys for this interview, and see you guys next time. I'll kick it off back to you.
For everything else on ALCS and League of Legends Esports, you can go to ally.com.